Hello everyone, this is Lolly and you're watching Arx Fatalis Hacktoberfest 2024, the show where I try to create something interesting for Arx throughout the month of October, and this is day 9, and I kinda gave up on doing this on a daily basis because that is very taxing and my time ran out very quickly every day, but here I am now and I got something cool for you all. If you're browsing through the extracted pack files contents, then you might come across the folder where we see all the entities of the game. We have the player, we have the NPCs with like frog, pig, test, very familiar, well-known NPCs of the game, and items such as in the provisions we have stuff like cheese or clock or compass, also very well-known items, but these can be easily checked out if you do a bit of scripting in your game. You can just spawn these items into your game, but you cannot do the same with the contents of the fix inter folder. Those are the interactive items like levers and chests and stuff like that. You can only add them to a level with Danae, or you can view the models with that very old Arx pack program. Or you can create something like what I did here, which is the item gallery map that I'm working on, very similar to the ambience gallery that I did last Hacktoberfest. I'm loading the first 5 items, let's check it out together. Okay, you might think to yourself that nothing is here, but if I look to my left, we can see these Agba pillar thingies. And then to the right we can see the anvil and the brewing station. And actually in the center we have an invisible object or something that doesn't have a model. It says altar inter and the first instance of it. So this will be a recurring theme throughout the whole map. Some objects will not be visible, but others will. One thing that I can already tell is that, guys, have you noticed that the top part of this Agba stone is transparent? That's bloody awesome. Oh, very good, we have something new there, and even more new stuff. A truckload of interesting things. First of all, here's this Arx Fatalis symbol. And guys, you most of the time will not be able to read the name of this, but if you enable the debug tools, the first one, the entities debug display, then you will see in this blue rectangle what the item is. This is Arx logo, well, the first instance of it. Very nice, we will get back to this in a second. We have the top part of that large door leading to the outside world. And then we have a standard barrel. This will go in an alphabetic order. And this is the boulders that the trolls will...
I'll never be able to move all this myself.
...clear away. And we have a blue cube, which is... well, no idea what this is. We have the bloody bowl that Akanta or Achanta is holding in the crypt. And hello, we have something new here. It says it's a block pull chain. Interestingly, if you stand close to it and double click on it, then it will get pulled and stays there forever. And if you're not careful, then you will pull it on yourself. And afterwards, it's just going to stay there. Alright, we have a bat box, which is also not visible. But before moving on to those stuff, I want to show you guys this. Double-clicking on the Arx logo will do a funky little animation. Hello. It pops into view from behind, gets turned 90 degrees and gets a bit squashed. And if you do it again, then it will do it again, resulting in the same stuff. Very interesting, no idea what this is, but this is what we can see in the promo image with the beta ILSED. Hello, we are getting obstructed with the in our path by the Arx bell. Doesn't seem to do anything. So back to the bat box stuff. We have the blue version and the red version. And we have your standard bellows. Very cool. And we have a little bell. Doesn't emit any sound, but at least it wobbles here and there. And we have the barrel tap. If you combine this with a bottle, then I assume you will get wine. Well, now we are talking. We have even more funky stuff here. Here we have the broken boulders from the previous row. The next one is called Bridge. And nothing happens if you double click on it. The third one is the ice pillar that you can break. Probably if I do a bit of fire magic here, then it should break. And indeed it fell. And it turns into this Bridge Rock Fallen. All. Very nice name. And another entity with the similar name. So it's a complicated animation and model replacement that is happening in the background when you break that tower of ice. And we have our best friend, our very, very slow button. We have a bit of a gap here, no idea what is supposed to be here. Maybe the folder is empty and I added it accidentally or have to remove it later on, but we are getting to the chests. Okay, a very standard wooden board chest and a more ornate version called chest 2. Have to go to the other end, so I guess I should start from the other end now. And we have a corpse here with a piece of paper. And apparently I cannot read it. It's note number 23. And some complementary torches. Don't mind if I pick one. Here we have the cookie doughs from the Goblin Kitchen. Here's the blank version. You can actually poison it, or you can mix it with wine. And then we get to this wooden coffin, which is just another version of a chest. And we have a so-called metal chest.
Locked.
And we have this weird one, Chest King. Of course it's empty, and if you check this, it has no opening or closing animations. Reminds me of the good old days of Minecraft where the chest block was just a block. Here's the dresser chest from maybe Alicia's place. Interestingly, I cannot take the money. Now it takes it. And another similar double chest looking thing called chest 3. And this one has an opening animation. I'm fairly sure we could change this or apply the animation from here to that other chest, this chest king. An interesting detail that I just spotted, and you guys might have not, is that this has a lock on its side. Oh, and that's actually the door! Oh my goodness, I wondered why this isn't opening similarly to this chest. And oh my goodness, we have like 20 rows of 11 items. And I think in this case I need to do a bit of sprinting. So this is kind of where we left off. This is the poisonous dough and this is the corpse. And we have another corpse. This is the headless corpse of the loot guy in the Ilsed bunker with one piece of gold. Another interesting piece of furniture, we have this cupboard filled with nice gems and cursor. Okay, we have actually a 3D model for the mouse cursor. That's nice. A carrot. Was fairly sure that this is supposed to be a provision. We have that guard here. The one who is impaled to the wall in the outpost. And we have whatever this is. Like a welder's eye protection gear. Oh, and this is the lock mechanism to the rebels. The drawer of Iserbius in the Ilsad bunker. We have a floating dragon egg, which is not floating at all, or unless it is above the player somewhere. Nope. And we are getting to the section of doors. Let me just disable this entity display for a second, because we have so many items. So we have the door, and you can see that every side is detailed. Oh, and you can see from the behind that a few polygons have been stripped here and there, the ones you will not be able to see anyways. Oh, hello, that's an interesting way of opening and closing.
Locked.
Description: massive door. Door palace rooms. Oh, I guess I have to keep this enabled so that I can read what these are. So the previous one is snake door, yeah. And then door Orbiplenex chest. Oh, and we have this giant door, the same one which leads to Gru.
Locked.
Oh, come on. And the small metal door in Felnor's lab. Door full metal, apparently not reacting to my double clicks.
Locked.
And the dwarven door. And some cranking mechanism. The pressure tool thing from the dwarven mine. Dwarf engine door. Another one, but vertical. And this is the slot for the power source in the dwarf levels. Okay, what's this? This is Dwarf Forge. It looks a bit weird because it is out of place, but I'm fairly sure if the rest of the level would be around it, then I would recognize this. Here's the giant grate above the pool of lava, and the smaller version of it. And another rock smasher, or crusher. And here's the special type of sign that the dwarves have with the arrow. That's like unique to their level. Dwarf zone, no magic permitted. We have a stool, apparently not movable. Fish spawn. So these points are going to make sure that when you are fishing, you actually get fish on your fishing rod. The fireplace. Fireball hole. This is a trap that is supposed to be inside the wall, and then this is going to shoot fireballs to you. And we have a firewall. Oh, sorry, it's fake wall. And we have this in the Snake Women Temple, and another Snake Women door, but it's called Energy Field now. We have a random emerald. I guess this isn't the one that you pick. This is the one that is embedded in the wall. And we have the lift mechanism from the Goblin Mines. A couple of more invisible items here. Elevator mechanism repaired. Hello, now we're doing a tutorial. A pile of flour. And here's the Fountain of Youth that Shani isn't supposed to fall into. This is something we usually see only when doing the confusion spell. Wow. Place bet before spinning the wheel. Yeah, this is the betting wheel in the tavern. Half in the floor. And we have another gem to be mined from the wall. We have a stained glass window, which I'm fairly sure can be braked. Yes, it can be broken. And another mineable mineral. This time it's a gold chunk. And another door for containing a valuable artifact in the snake level. A special gravestone. I would need pickaxes to break this.
It seems it will not open so easily.
This is what we have in the prison, right? Am I being an idiot, or this is unbreakable? Okay, intro draw. So this is the little symbol that the Ratman is drawing. This spiral shape, and it's getting drawn out somehow. We got an ingot maker, a another dwarven mechanism. A fake wall in the temple. A nice ice block. Curtains or hangings. This one works. And another variant. And a hanged goblin. Wow, what's this? This isn't used. It's a king dummy. What's that? Sounds flashy. Here we have a portcullis. And we have a human platform. Another secret door with a more Agba-ish theme. Oh, and this is my favorite. The hidden ruins door that is one side stone and the other side wood. A nice barrel. Another lovely bellow. And what's this? Oh, hello, a secret wall. And this is the lamp from the tavern. The other type of goblin lamps are half inside the wall. Let me just go down here and you guys can see this. Oh, here are the other boards. Can I break it now? Yes. Shigar, don't leave me! Okay, we have this lava event 1. I'm not going to step in it because I'm fairly sure I will get burned to death. And a lamp from the snake women. Another one, but this is used in the outpost and your standard torch. Here we have a nice blue lantern and a yellow variant. And here's a set of candle holders for the corner, and there are no polygons on the top because you will probably see this from the lower half of this model. And here's another double version of it. And a standing torch. This is used in the council room. And another light source. And another one. Another lava event. And your standard lever. Not gonna do much, I guess. And the missing lever, or as it calls it, broken lever, light door, and we have a lock, and yet another magic field type of door, and another dwarven mechanism. It says this is metal chunk in wall. No, that's the other one. What's this? Mold converter with a spelling of mold as mould. Well, it converts molds. But what's your problem with that? Metal door, which is locked. And here we have a door which isn't used in the game, but I think this was used in the promotional images, the beta stuff. And we have this apparently metal grid, which is made from stone. Polytrans, which is just your standard cube, and I like retexturing this and repurposing this into everything. I mean, you always have use for a nice cube in your level. Path marker, okay, no idea what's that. And this is apparently an oven, being a bit out of place here, so I have no idea what this is or where it's used. Orb crypt. It says oil lamp, interesting. We have an oil can. So we were supposed to fill this up and it should be lit then. And then we have mud. What's mud? Are we playing Gothic 1 now? A mithril chunk in wall, so this has to be mined. And we have this mice spawn. Very nice, with a little pointy arrow so that whoever is making a map knows that mice is to be spawned here. And here's a fairly small version of the Agba meteor. What happens if I activate it? Nothing. Metal in wall. It's just a blue orb half protruding from the wall. That's cool. That's also not used. A socket for inserting the dwarven power stone. And here we have the pressure pad. And I did a testing previously, and if I stand on this, then the script will go haywire and the game will just stuck in an infinite loop. Don't step on it. Okay, I fixed it. it no longer crashes the game. It is safe for consumption. Public notice number 1, crypt variant, and this is a hole for a special key. Ah yeah, this is more familiar from the crypts. And oh, our favorite, another favorite gemstone, quintessential part of the game, this puzzle pillar that is extracting from the floors once you get to the Gladiator puzzle. And here we have the spinning puzzle wheel without those covering elements. So as you can see, we are turning a very simple 6-piece round stone. And this is the stalactite, as Amshigar says, that we need to break off just to be able to fly a bit around the ice caverns. And another gemstone in a wall. We have a sarcophag, and you guys are probably familiar with this. This is just the lid. The rest of the sarcophagus is just part of the mesh. We have a snake teleport center. Oh, I don't have the runes. Oh, guys, you don't have to do max all the time. Open your console and rune -A for adding, and then you can type in arm. And now the player has the rune arm. And if I give it mega and then Spatium, then I don't have to do that annoying max cheat. Ah, yes, this is it. This is the center of the teleport. Very nice. And we have a snake lock and one that is missing the central piece. Skull Iserbius. I'm fairly sure this isn't the skull of Iserbius himself, but rather a skull that belongs to Iserbius. Flying skull from the crypts. That's a creepy part. And another puzzle element from the lowest levels of the crypt. 2 more brick walls that can be opened. And we have this very small secret button painting. This is actually what you shoot with the arrow in the Temple of Illusions on that snake painting. And we have a secret button. Can we press it? So secret that the functionality will be hidden from us forever. Skeld key. I'm fairly sure it's sealed. Yeah, it's a key that cannot be removed from the wall. Snake teleport door and this hangings from the Temple of Illusions. Spear strap and another one. Oh, and this is the spider web, which if you walk through gets replaced with this teared one. Very nice morphing animation, but it doesn't seem to be present in the game or used in the game. What's that? It's being transparent, so it's cool, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, I know what this is! It's the ice missile, frozen projectile, whatever. It's part of a spell, a particle, similarly to that butterfly. And here we have the beta statue that requires us to insert a mirror, and it turns, and we have a much smaller guardian statue, the snake women statue from the Temple of Illusions, and this is the bridge in the Agba temple that is bloody disgusting, because it is bloody and disgusting. Timed lever. We have some shadows for something, and it calls it temple front door.
It seems it will not open so easily.
I mean, what? I'm not seeing anything. Can I pass it? What about the other side? Well, nothing so far, but the next one is also interesting because this have also been removed from the game. Description temple door. It's a pity that we have no longer the actual translation for the description temple door, because otherwise we would know what the temple inside the press release or press version was called. Oh, my favorite, the telescope that looks like a hammer. Oh my goodness, it's actually functional. You can look into it and see the outside world. A sword statue. Don't mind if I interact with it. for opening doors. And this is, I'm fairly sure, a variant of it. Stone riddle and some words carved on a stone. Maybe on the other side. Oh, hello. Ah, this is the instructions for Oliver's quest. Traveler, if you want to take part in my treasure hunt, you will need an emerald. Can't do that in this voice. You need an emerald to open my chest. Signed by Oliver. Stone jail. Is that something we should be able to interact with? Alright, we have another statue. This is the pointy guy from the crypt. And another mirror guy, because why not? Tombstone vertical. 17. 19. 22. And a torch. Oh, this is the one that is an actual, like a doorknob. And its main purpose is to hide away a log behind it. Tortured corpse. This is from the Ratman level, and it spins, and it's also very disgusting, but I need to go down below the level to actually show this, because this is a tall model. You guys recognize this? Very gruesome. Okay, what else we have here? We have the training dummy, also half sunken into the floor. I don't know how to solve these issues. So this is from the outpost, and I don't know what this is, but I'm fairly sure I can jump into it. A trap pit. Now I'm worried that if I jump into it, then it will do damage to me. Trap pit. Okay, another type of bridge, but this goes over lava, and it's supposed to slide to the side based on some levers. And here's the trapdoor to the sewers. Check this out, guys. We need to make a Mario Kart type of game out of Arx, and we could use the trolley. And this is the breakable wall,
like
which cannot be broken just like that. Wall arrow, probably another trap. And this is the divider between the troll and the black beast, the small one inside Zerbius's little room. And this is the glass material for it. Vision ball. And we don't have the camera attached to it. Vertical lever, non-functional in the bunker of the Ilsads. Useless book. What's a useless book? It's apparently indeed useless because there's nothing here. Nothing interesting. That's good. We have an untwisted portcullis 3. So you guys remember that brick we saw earlier? And so as I can see, when we start the game, we start with removing the stone block from between these two portcullises, and then we can twist these bars. But it seems like we had an older version where we had just simple bricks, and you could remove one of the bricks, and I guess this was the left side to it. I would love to see this restored. Interesting element from the crypts. This is the tumbling cross, which heals you. Unbreakable wall. Oh, it's supposed to be breakable by the black thing. Are those scratch marks? And here's the fire trap, all set up into a wall. Probably this was the new version that was created. And here we have wall poison. This is supposed to be an unused trap from wherever it was in the game, and it is supposed to dispense poison gas to you. Yeah, this is it. It's just a small hole in the wall with some grates, and it pumps out poison gas to you. Moving on, we have this secret wall here, which is the largest block that I found in the game so far. And another wall, which is Wall Secret Goblin Prison. This is from the place where Mr. Goblin Lord is sleeping with his heavy snoring. This one is another secret wall that is not used in the final game, and it just slides up and slides back down, so acts like a portcullis and has no back side to it. I guess you enter it and then you might change a level. Here's the wash bin. As I told you guys in the last episode of Hacktoberfest in the last season, the water in the game is most of the time just this flat 2D shape, and it is placed inside the wooden tub or the wash bin. And we have something similar, but in a larger radius, water basin dissident. So this is not from the goblins, but from the rebels. Dissident, I love that. And we have a small version which is for buckets, as I can see. Can't do anything with it. I don't know if I can mix bread with it. And we have a large watering hole here. No, it's water shinka bedroom. So we'll get to that in a second. But then the last one we have here is this watering place for square-shaped wash bins. So this water shinka bedroom is interesting because it looks like Shinkash in the castle had her own wooden container of some sort, and it had this large L shape. Oh, I can drink from it. So this had an interesting shape, and probably it went to one of the corners of her bedroom. Also, I managed to fix the terrain getting truncated, so we can see Shinkash's lovely watering whatever in its full glory. Plus, I found one more row of items to check out. So this is Shinkash's watering something. And then in the next row we have Zohark Hidden, another cuboid thing. And then we have worm gore pieces from after the giant worm fight. Oh, and a poisoned watering hole. Be right back. And last but not least, another poisoned watering hole. Alright, I guess it's time for me to get to sleep. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!